Hello.
And welcome at EBEC 2010.
Thank you very much. It's very nice to meet you here.
We are happy to be having you here. I'll start with some questions about your participation at this competition. Please tell me if any of the solutions that the teams came up with in the case study presentation surprised you.
Well, first of all, I would say that I was expecting much more solutions to this case study that we proposed. But one of them surprised me a bit more than the others. It was the cable car transportation solution proposed by the Spanish team, and I'm happy that all of them overall were very structured. So, as creativity and innovation, surprising and something that I didn't consider or expect before, I would say that it would be the cable car solution for the Spanish team.
What do you think of such an innovative concept of an international engineering competition as the one developed?
Well, it's very good to have engineering competition because competition is what's out there in the real world. So up there in the real world, all the companies are competing between themselves, from engineering, economical and all points of view. And also engineers need to start to be competitive. And if they learn that from when they're students, then it will be a great advantage further on in their career.
What aspect do you consider to be most important? What aspect have you seen as being most important at this competition while your stay here?
Well, at this competition I consider that the students can learn a lot and grab a lot of information from all sorts of places. First of all, they had a great chance of meeting companies, meeting representatives. Many of the representatives from the company, I have seen that they were young people. On the other side, they can discuss between themselves, and they can share information, ideas, presentation skills. So overall, I would say that they can grab a lot of information from all over, and that would be the best thing for such an event.
What are the most valuable qualities that an engineer should possess from your point of view?
Well, it's really hard to tell because an engineer, first of all, needs to be structured and have the engineering basis. But nowadays, he also needs to have some soft skills, some presentation skills to sell his idea. It's definitely a must to have an international language, English, French, German, because engineering now it's getting at a level where you need to do engineering from one corner of the world to the other. So that's a must to have, and the technical background, which is obvious, I would say.
What was the topic that Vestas presented as a case study?
Vestas presented a challenge regarding the logistic problems that we have on a daily basis, where clients ask us to transport large wind turbine components to remote sites, which are hard to access by road. And the students, all the teams had to find a solution to transport this on site on a mountain curvy road.
And did they manage the
Overall, yes, all of them managed the situation quite well, and it was rather interesting that I have seen several solutions which were similar but presented in very different ways, and that's very interesting to see at such a competition that engineers can come up with different solutions, or they can come up with the same solution and develop it in different ways.
What are your expectations towards the outcomes that will be emerging out of this collaboration?
Well, first of all, I'm expecting that the students have learned something, and when at the end of the day, at the end of the event, they can say, okay, I need to improve on this, I have learned that, I have found out about that and that company, and of course we hope that they have found out about Vestas, and we we're raised the interest towards Vestas, and not necessarily us as a company, but what we do, and to raise up the awareness of our industry. And from this step, then I'm quite sure that they will also search a career within our company.
Thank you very much for your interview.
Likewise.
And we hope to be seeing you in the nearby future, in a future collaboration.
Well, it depends on our career paths and if we will be invited after this event.
Thank you very much.
Likewise.